I was sitting here thinking about how my Section A was taken away back in 2015. I wanted to move from my apartments I was living in because the downstairs neighbor kept complaining about my kids walking hard and hitting the floor. Okay, we on the third floor. You on the second floor. So I'm pretty sure your kids, you got more kids than me, you got 4 kids down there. I'm pretty sure your kids hit the floor and they do certain things too. So just expect that from the top floor on top of you. So I got tired of her complaining. I'm not the one that wants to get notes on the door or get put out because of somebody else. If I'm going to get put out, it's going to be because I got put out on my own, not because another person got me put out. So anyways, my lease was up. I didn't get in any trouble, and I was ready to move. So I had called housing, and I told my caseworker I wanted to move to grandparent. So she's like, you got to come down here and do the transfer paper. So I went down there, and I did it. So they got to send a paper to my office, making sure everything is good in my apartment, that I followed the lease terms and everything, and it'll get approved after the office got the papers from housing authority. So I think 2 weeks went by, or probably a month went by, and I was like, okay, my lease about to be up, and I don't want to renew it because they kept putting on my door to renew my lease, and I didn't want to renew my lease. So I called, and I seen it was after hours. I seen the assistant manager and the manager walking. They all stayed at the apartment. So the manager was pushing her baby in the stroller, and then assistant manager. And I think the manager was on the phone while she was pushing the stroller. So I asked the assistant manager, hey, have y'all heard from housing yet? Was I approved? The assistant manager was like, yes, you was approved. You can move. They gonna, and I'm like, okay, if I can move, I'll go ahead and just go stay with my mom and wait for my voucher. That voucher never came. How about that assistant manager lied to me so the manager can move into my apartment? She wanted my apartment because it was a 2-bedroom and she was in a 1-bedroom. So I got terminated based off assistant manager line saying that I got approved to move. The lady was like, you don't never move until you get a letter from us to move. Well, I was like, well, I'm just going by what the assistant manager said. She said she received the paper from y'all, and y'all said yes. That didn't work, so I got this terminated paper to my housing is terminated, which is dumb. Like, who terminates you from moving when your lease is up? You completed your lease, and y'all still kick me out. But y'all not kicking out these girls that got every type of man in their house. Every type of homegirl in their house. They mama, they daddy, they cousins, all up in their house staying. Loud music, weed, smoking, all types of stuff. And y'all let those people stay there. They don't get their housing taken away. With me making a simple mistake, leaving with leaving when my lease is up, I get kicked off of housing for that. That's crazy. I see people abuse housing so much. I'm like, dang. But I had to think about when I had told God, I said, dang, I'm tired of always depending on, housing. I want to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to pay my rent because I have never paid my rent. Only when I was with my ex-husband, I paid rent before. And it felt good. It felt good paying rent. But when the divorce went through, I was able to get back on housing. So I was very blessed to get back on housing. The rent was cheap. I was able to do everything I needed for my kids. Everything that they needed, buy the household products, get a car, everything I needed to do, I was able to catch up on. So I was really, truly appreciative of having housing. So anyways, long story short, I had to stay with my mama for 2 weeks. Anyways, we finally got our own apartment. I was there for a year and 6 months paying rent. And I just moved into my new apartment back in August, about 3 months ago. And I'm paying higher rent here, almost $900 in rent for a 2-bedroom. I don't know where y'all stay. It might be cheap to y'all or high to y'all, whatever. But it's nice. It's nice over here. It's I'm sorry about that. Those things the detectors keep going off. They far, far up. Like, let me show you. Like, the roof is far, far up. Like, I can't reach it. I'm 5 foot, and it's like, we got high ceilings. Let me put it like that. We got high ceilings in here. And then they talking about the maintenance men are not responsible for changing your fire detector. So, I'm going to have to get somebody that's real tall with the stool to put the batteries in. Because I get tired of hearing that beeping. Every 5 freaking minutes, it beeps. Every 2 minutes, it beeps. Not only one, but it's 2 of them that beeps. But anyways, I like my apartments. I had gave y'all an example where I stay on my other video I had just recorded last night. The area I'm in is nice. The school is nice. It's just a nice area, like restaurants over here, movie theaters, just a lot of nice things, parks, things that me and the kids can do together over here. But I just wanted to tell the girls that's on housing, don't have everybody in your house. Don't mess up your blessing. If you really need housing, act like you really need your housing. Don't be just loud music, people in and out your house, and having all kinds of people just staying with you. Don't do that. Don't mess it up for yourself. And don't, oh yeah, most of all, don't leave when your lease is up before housing tell you to. So I wanted to put that out there. Just be careful. And people with food stamps too, stop taking advantage of food stamps. Use your food stamps for you and your kids. I know you're grown, you can do what you want to do, but it's other people that's paying for you to have those food stamps. So when you have food stamps, buy your food for you and your kids. Keep food in your refrigerator. Don't sell your food stamps. Don't do that. You don't want to do that because one day you're not going to be able to have them food stamps anymore. Then you're going to regret selling them and giving them away and not using them for what they need to be used for, period. But y'all have a good day, because it's day here. But anyways, I had got that green light. I like it. Oh, you can't see. I like that green light right there. Yes, it's pretty nice. I like it. But anyways, comment, like, and subscribe. My vlogs is more about real life things I've been through. I like to talk about just things I've been through, what other people been through, and just keep it real. Have a normal, decent conversation. I'm not going to talk about degrees I have, what job I have, what cars I drive, this hair, who my hair belonged to. It was 300, 400. That's not how mine's go down. Mine's is real life experiences, things I've been through, things I'm going through. And I'm going to have more details on how I'm going to get my tubes untied and what caused me to get my tubes tied and burnt and clipped. It was like a major mistake. So I will make a video about that, and I hope that y'all like this video, even though it was short and I was just telling y'all about housing and food stamps. I just feel like it needed to go out to young mothers. Don't abuse what you have. It's a blessing. I don't care what people make fun of you having housing. Oh, well, you got a roof over your head. Oh, well, your kids got somewhere to stay. But just don't take advantage of what you have. It's a blessing. Y'all have a good day.